Hey guys, this is going to be a sequel to my original Overwatch 2 video. So if you haven't seen that, then, maybe go do. You don't have to, but also I do apologize if I sound ill. I have recovered mostly from a cold, but it's still cold outside, and I go outside a lot. Surprising, I know. So I'm still going to be affected for a little while, but hopefully I will eventually get over it fully. And I said I'd make a sequel to the Overwatch 2 video if there was more information that come out, and more information has come out. So we know that Overwatch 1 is going to be shut down forever and completely killed off on October the 2nd. We don't know when though, and I'm going to be live streaming on the day it gets shut down, which will be around 12 p.m. GMT, so midday over here in the United Kingdom. If you can and you do want to, then please join. My link to my Twitch is in the description. So, apart from that, there's been more information that's come out about Overwatch 2, which is interesting. So, first we're going to talk about heroes. Now, I've already discussed heroes in Overwatch 2 in my last video, and how I think it's wrong for them to decide to lock heroes behind the play or paywall. And I've said that already. But it's even more poignant now, considering how they've just announced that if you're a new player to Overwatch 2, not only are you going to have to sign up using your phone number and all, but you're also going to have to unlock the original heroes. So not only are they locking just new heroes that are releasing, they're locking old heroes, which is insanity, It's like, it's moving backwards. It's like they want to re-release Overwatch 1 and do it differently. They're like, okay, the gaming landscape's changed, so we want to re-release Overwatch 1. But we can't because we've already released it, so let's make Overwatch 2, change things up a little, and then release it as though it was sort of a Overwatch 1.5, how we would do Overwatch if we were releasing in the modern day. Which is to say, heroes are locked behind a battle pass or a paywall, and you have to unlock them through money or gameplay. So that's insanity, though, that, oh, this character that's been part of the game's lore and all since the very beginning, you want to play as them? You've had hours and hours as them originally? Sorry, buddy. Looks like you're gonna have to go and unlock them by playing or paying us. How can anyone defend this? It's just stupid, and it's clearly done just to get more money. It's done for greed. But also, we don't know how grindy it's going to be. We don't know how hard you're going to have to grind in the game to be able to unlock these heroes. My guess is it's going to be not insanely long, like Battlefront 2 levels of playtime to unlock them, but it is going to be like very long, so that people are more incentivized to skip and just pay for them. Because otherwise, what's the point in locking them if people aren't going to give you money for it? Speaking of greedy ways of getting money out of people, one of the main ways that Overwatch 2 was marketed was single player in the base game. So one of the main reasons that Overwatch 1, was such a success was the events. So you had the Archives mode, which was an event where you got to play in a team of 4 against AI in a battle that took place in the game's past. So it was, a fun battle in a map that you knew, but with a mix on it, and now fighting against AI, and you also got more about the characters and the lore of the game and the world and all, and it was fun. Very fun. Even if you didn't care about the lore and all, it was still very fun to play through. And one of the main points of Overwatch 2 was that there was going to be single player in the base game. Then they delayed it. So when the game releases on October the 5th, single player will not be coming until the first 3 months or so of next year. Now, next year, when it releases, you have to pay for it. One of the main points that throughout the entirety of the marketing, they said, yes, if you get the game, you're getting the single player. It may be delayed now, but you're still going to get it. It's now, like, you're still going to get it if you get your credit card out. Which, it seems so disingenuous to suddenly pull that on people. And just like 7 days or so before the game's launch, and you just suddenly go, oh, by the way, you know this thing that we said we're going to have in the game? Yeah, you're going to have to pay for it now. What? Then there's also some of the security issues. For instance, they're going to be recording matches now. If you get reported or a player gets reported for voice abuse in chat, so if you're saying slurs or something and someone reports you for that, they're going to be able to look at that and review the voice messages and voice chat and be able to say, yeah, this guy was acting inappropriately, let's ban him. And I'm fine with that. You know, I'm fine with people getting banned for saying slurs and swearing at their teammates and all. Big problem comes in the fact that it's unrestricted. So you could go into every single one of your matches, report every player for being verbally abusive, and then some Blizzard employee is going to have to sit down and manually look through each of those claims and watch the whole match and see, like, okay, this guy did not say anything that would constitute as verbal abuse. We're not going to ban him. This was just a faulty claim. So they've wasted, I don't know, depending on the length of the match, up to half an hour of their time. Then they're going to have to move on to another one. And this is going to make it so that it's harder to catch people who are, because some employers just come out, okay, let's just skip to this point, let's skip to this point, let's skip to this point. Okay, they weren't verbally abusive any of here. Dismiss the claim. Which, you know, it's not a good system. But it does seem like Overwatch 2 is determined to run itself into the ground. You know? Like, it's just destined for failure. Because the game looks already like it's going to be pretty mediocre. You know? And then they just decide, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll shut down the original game, so if people want to keep playing it, they'll have to get Overwatch 2 instead, which is just making... It's going to sow not goodwill, it's going to sow bad will amongst the community. And it's going to give them a bad impression already. Like, oh, I really enjoy Overwatch 1, and now it's destroyed, just so they can release a sequel that we didn't really want or need. You know, it's just... It screams greed. And, you know, I'm not going to play Overwatch 2 at all. Now all this information's come out, I'm just like, I don't want to. And, you know, I don't think you should either. But I will play Overwatch 1, however, on October the 2nd, 12 PM GMT, for your viewership, if you so wish to. So, if you guys want to tune in, I'll be streaming for about, let's say, 3 hours. So if you want to tune in and watch, then, you know, go ahead and do that. But if you don't, that's fine. Like I said, link to my Twitch, or I'll be live streaming, is in the description. But really, that's all in this video. If you liked it, subscribe, like the video. I've got more content on the way, obviously, because why wouldn't I? You know, stick around, maybe. I hope you do. But thank you for watching this video, anyways, and I hope to see you in the next one. Love yous.